Hey there, YouTubers. All right, so we're going to go over this ProArt B660 CREATOR D4. Not familiar with ProArt. I don't know if Asus has put this out before. In some aspects, it looks more expensive, lacking some of the features of some of the other B660s, but has quite a few. So let's go ahead and look at the pictures of this thing first. Or not the pictures, but let's just zoom in on it, okay? We'll go over this. So you have 1x8 plus an additional 1x4. Most of you don't need anything more than a 1x8. When would you use the 1x4? If you're going to adjust the power limits, maybe even put a K-type processor in this, right? But you're not going to be able to overclock the K-type. But the K-types do use more power, so useful there. And then, like I said, power limits. Up here, I can't tell you which one's which, but one of these is for CPU fan. The other is optional CPU fan in case you have, two fans on it, like this awesome Noctua that I'm using on my 5800X. And then another one for AIO, water cooling, right? Got some RGB crap up here. 24-pin motherboard connector here. The tech specs don't tell you what this is. It's got to be related to getting more power for your motherboard, but DDR4, and depending on what you're doing with it, you may find depending on the motherboard, your RAM speeds are limited. If it's H610, I think it's 3200. Otherwise, this one you can go up pretty high. We'll see the speeds later. LGA 1700, maybe LGA 1800. Another fan header over here. Keeping with the same, thing that they've been doing for years. If you have 2 sticks of RAM, it's the same manufacturer, speed, whatever. You're going to want to put them A2, B2. A lot of times, they're gray, light gray, but so it's going to be this one and that one. Why do they do that? Well, a lot of times your CPU fan is right here anyways. So it's a better starting point. That may or may not be the reason, but that's what I'm going with. All right, over here, Type C connector. This is going to come from your from your case. Okay, if you have a Type C connector on it. Yours truly only has a couple of cases like that. Most of the cheap cases I buy do not have that. USB 3.0. This is going to come from your case as well. 4 SATAs here. All right, for hard drives, solid state drives that are 2.5 inch, or hard drives that are 2.5 or 3.5. Over here, we have where the speaker, if you have that little speaker included with your case and you want to hear it go beep when it starts up, that's there. Now this is your front panel connector, so you got your power supply, power LED, HDD, and reset switch here. Okay, another case fan. USB, these are USB 2.0, more RGB stuff, two more case fans, this comm stuff that I never use, so I'm not even going to talk about it. HD audio, all right, up here CMOS battery, of course that's useful if you have to reset your BIOS, may or may not reset everything, but some things it will. Wi-Fi card, all right, so this one does not have the little gizmo on the side to run your wires to the antenna. So hopefully you've got that built in, right? Yeah. 2 of the 3 M.2s that are in here have heat shields. And you can see they include these nifty little screws here. Something I should come up with myself, I think. Standard size 2280 and the longer one here. So these are all PCIe 4.0. This guy is PCIe 5.0, most likely 4.0 until there's BIOS update or, obviously a graphics card that supports it or some other device. 4.0 and then 1 inch for you to hook up either a mining riser or Wi-Fi card, right? I would probably use it for a Wi-Fi card personally. Now, what I tell you what I like is when they have that 1 inch above here. This is perfect for the Wi-Fi card, but obviously this is your What else, folks? That's about it on that you care about. We talked about that. See if we can get this. Okay. Now, if you have a CPU that supports integrated graphics, you'll be able to use your DisplayPort, HDMI, USB 2.0s. This is a 1.0 gig, 2.5 gig for your LAN. 4 USB 3.0s Type C. Here is a fiber optic, so you can hook this up to your stereo. Mic out, mic in, headphone out, line in, subwoofer, and then a if you had, I guess, rear surround for that guy. Let's see if they show you what's included in the box. Okay, I don't have to unbox this later when I get it. Alright, so obviously there's a box. There's the motherboard. 2 SATA cables. M.2 rubber pads. They include a DP to DP cable. Wow, how generous. Installation disc and user guide. So M.2 screws not included because they're showing them in the motherboard. So little plastic gizmos. Let's see if there's anything we missed, folks, specs-wise. Yeah, supports Turbo Boost 2.0, 3.0. All the CPUs, Core, Pentium, Gold, and Celeron for 12th gen. Of course, the chipset B660. 4 DIMMs, up to 128 gigs, so 32 per DIMM. Max speeds, 5333, pretty nice. The not so impressive XMP is included with this. We already talked about this. If you want to support 8K 60 Hertz, there's that. Talked about most of this stuff, folks. So, yeah, hey, thanks for checking out the video. I'll just scroll down. You can pause if there's something else you want on here. All right. Thank you for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you. And hopefully I won't have to do this again. So we're going to actually copy this right into the title of this video. Make life easier.